When's the last time you heard someone talk about the black and white era of Pokemon cards? This is a question I raised to myself when I decided to dive in and start seeing if there's any cards I can pick up in my PSA 10 collection from this set. What's up, guys? Dr. Gemmin back in. Just wanted to focus in on some of the great cards I picked up and just the thought process I had. So, if you guys are liking the content, please like and subscribe and we'll keep it coming. But today we get to talk about something amazing that I got to pick up. They are the Black Kyurem and White Kyurem from the black and white era. This first one, you're not going to really be able to see the image, so I'll just kind of click through so you can actually see what the card looks like. I got this card in PSA 10. As you can see, gem rate is 38%, which isn't extremely high, but it's on the lower end. It's actually a high percentage for an black and white era card. X and Y is probably more close to this percentage gem rate wise. This could be because I was talking to some people on Discord. It's from a deck box apparently, and I don't think this card particular is from the deck box, but it's so confusing. It's confusing because I wasn't collecting as much in black and white. I had got back into collecting around the X and Y era. So when I started to play the TCG again online, I would buy some of the booster the booster codes for the game, and I would still be able to pick up some Boundaries Crossed like this one, Plasma Store, Plasma Freeze, just for fun, but I didn't get to actually open the packs because I just missed that window. But regardless, I felt like this era of cards is just screaming nostalgic, screaming beauty. Just look at how that card displays. I cannot wait to display that card on my shelf. The fire in the back, the power of Kyurem, it kind of just represents well what Kyurem was during that Black and White 2 game. One of the best power-wise legendaries we've had. It gets underrated at times just because we had to focus so much on the fact that it was a sequel. But it was absolutely amazing artwork. The fact that this is only in 169 graded copies is also another facet of why I just felt like this needs to be more understood of just picking these cards up. If you guys are interested, there's actually another one going on auction right now, and it might go for cheaper than mine, since usually the second card goes for less. Unless there's the person I was bidding on really wanted a card, then they might shoot the price up. But there is another one on auction on eBay. Check it out. This displays well, and this what sold me that I had to be the one to go ahead and pick this card up was the fact that I saw that the Black Kyurem also was available too. And this one, you can actually see the image. Comment below which one you guys think looks better. So here's the Black Kyurem, pop 195. So they're actually pretty darn close pop wise, which is even funnier if you look at the image of it. Screams, amazing card. Fighting through the screen. Looks like it's almost like an ice situation compared to the fire of White Kyurem. Also a low pop card. I don't know too much about the history of this one, but I know this one's the Boundaries Crossed one. EX cards weren't as prevalent quite yet to me. They started to do them throughout the black and white era, but people weren't grading at all during this time frame. This is like almost 15 years ago, so that would make some sense. But just the image of this card, just seeing it on the shelf, and then the part that's going to probably surprise you guys when I tell you how much I paid for both of these, even after eBay fees and shipping, $255 to get both of these. Yes, $255 for a card that's 15 years old, under 20 pop, are legendary cards. It just makes no sense. As I started collecting more and more and focusing on Pokemon, it makes no sense what we're paying for these modern cards. Either these modern cards have to go down, which I don't think is likely, or these older cards have to go up. This is under pop 200. Oh man, it just blows my mind every time I just learn and see what's going on with these older sets. It just makes me feel even more like this is the move. I'm just spending a lot of my time trading out of the current cards I have, trading out the modern cards, selling them, and then just purchasing cards like this that aren't even seen as the crown jewel of the era. But I'd rather have this than like a Pincer illustration rare as I'm going through my collection. I'm going to show you guys a comparison of the modern Kyurem that's worth more than both of these, which is even crazier. This is a similar gem rate, about 44%. Great artwork. Again, let me see past sales on this one. Last one it says was 100. I think I paid 115, so that one probably hasn't been updated yet. But look at what this has been. It sold for $50 on auction in December. Golly, $60 in December. It's just around $100 cards. It did spike up to the 220 mark. I feel like it's going to get up there again, even if it's not this year, but in the next 5 years. I would think the same thing for the other one. But there's the matching pair of just two powerful legendary cards from Black and White era. Insanity. So what I'll just do to show you guys how much of craziness this is, look at this. This is a nice looking card. This is the modern Kyurem. First thing you see, pop 2.6K compared to 100 and about 50. Oh no, 190 for each of those. Yes, it's about 15x the population of the Black and White era cards, and it's not like those cards artwork is bad. It's not like it's a regular holo like you used to get in the Ruby Sapphire era or in the Diamond and Pearl era. Those are actually good looking artworks of what an EX even looks like now. The artwork was so good they're still using it today as like their filler card. So it's not like it was a bad idea. It fell off. It wasn't popular enough to continue with the design. It's not like break cards. Break cards were like a fill-in. People did not like them. They fell off, so it wouldn't make as much sense to pick up those and hold on to them and just hope they go up. This makes more sense because those EX cards are still used. But this Kyurem, gorgeous card. When you look at it, looks at the power, the display, beautiful card, beautiful art. I can't say anything about that. It's hard to compete when it is a full art card and it displays the Pokemon in its natural element, so it does make sense why people value them. But when you just start breaking it down, it's not so much that the IRs are overrated, it's just that these past cards aren't getting the credit because the market still needs to mature and understand and fall back, kind of like we're talking about doing here, and trading out of these mono cards to get the classics. More people will do that because it's just, as a collector, we like having things that are rare. When 2,600 people already have this card, it makes me less wanting to get this in my collection. It's going to keep affecting the pop report because after a while, we're going to start seeing this get creeping up to 5 or 6K. I mean, it could hit 10K one day because they're going to have to keep doing the reprints and not everyone has graded yet. So this is just the beginning of the pop report of this card. And then what could even make you guys realize even more, look at the gem rate, 65%. It is real. This is one of the class cards I talked about before. Why are you even grading it? It's basically gem mint and raw. So what are you paying the premium for? Just get rid of the card. Look at the last sold, higher than both of the Kyurems. Constantly high of 540. The Kyurems from Black and White, the high was like 220 on each of those. So the high of this card has already been higher than the high of the Black and White era. What is happening? 145, 135, 190. I mean, 135, 140, constantly higher than the card when the Pokemon first came out. That's just another example of why we gotta watch what we collect. Why we gotta consider the long-term ramifications of just holding on to the current era. So a lot of my time this year is going towards consolidating my collection, working backwards, just getting out of modern, as a lot of us do, because then it's not only just making sure your cards will value, but you learn more about what makes Pokemon cards so awesome. Like, I'm having such a fantastic time of looking up what was actually in these sets. So let me see if I still have it open. You look at this, the white Kyurem I was talking about, Boundaries Crossed. You pull it up, and then you just kind of, you can use collectors, not too hard to use, just so you can kind of get an idea of where the market was on these cards, and just have an idea of what these cards are and how the sealed product is doing. Look at these though. That Kyurem Black Hero, amazing. $600 card, that makes complete sense. White Hero, I'm surprised at so much of a difference in price. I guess the Black Hero does look cooler, but $360, gorgeous card as well. My goodness, they were hidden out there. They had a good taste. Bianca and Skylo were very popular cards during this era. Makes sense. They're both over $200. Altaria at $165 is insane, but it's a secret rare. That Celebi looks gorgeous. My good, that is an amazing card. See, this is the fun part. You got to go and dive in, and then maybe you see it at a card show when you start building up your classic collection. You can trade into some of these. So it makes more sense as you look through it. The Keldeo looks pretty cool too. $140. It makes sense to me. The Golurk secret rare. Wow, that's a cool Golurk too. No wonder it's $140. I wonder what it goes for. The PSA 10 looks like it could hit about. What's the pop though? 22. We got no shot at getting these guys because they this is what we're talking about with the black and white era. They are legitimately the hardest era of Pokemon. Maybe Diamond and Pearl is pretty close of getting a PSA 10. It's always black and white era. I think Diamond and Pearl and base set like Gen 1 are excessively hard to grade. But Gen 1 is just because everyone was just playing with the cards and putting it in their pocket. These secret rares are pretty good. Terrakion, I would love to have that in my collection. $88. Should be a fun one. Just looking through, seeing what's so cool. But it does shock me as I'm pulling through. All these cards are sitting higher, way higher. Cresselia EX is even higher than it. Landorus is higher. It must be because there was the deck box made these cards fall, but it's still not that many. I don't know. But look how far down. That's crazy. Look how far down we have to go. Still going. These are just holo rares. Still going. 372. Look how far down we had to get to the White Hero and Black Hero. It must be because of those deck boxes. I'll try. If you guys know, maybe tell me what's the general report on those. But my goodness, look how far down we had to go just to get these cards. So it is baffling to me. Where is that? I think the other one was from Plasma Storm. So let me see if I can pull that up for us just so we can kind of compare. Let's see. Plasma Storm. Ooh, wait a minute though. These look kind of sick. Hold on. See, and then this gets you a rabbit hole. Maybe you find someone like auctioning off a black and white era card now for what looks like it's going to be a good deal, and you just add it to your collection because it's like most people aren't going to have it in this collection. It's like, why not? Why not just have it? But look at these top cards. The Blastoise is the highest. 470. Looks dope. Oh my. See, these cards are pretty freaking cool. I'm surprised. But it's just a gem rate. Lugia looks pretty darn cool too. The graded $3,200 makes sense. Pop 21, wild. They probably should cost more than that. Articuno looks dope. Victini looks dope. Oh man, I might just keep scrolling when I finish this video just because it's so cool. Articuno again. And then these aren't even expensive. Victini's pretty cheap. Zapdos is pretty cheap. Let me see what the Zapdos would cost in a PSA 10. It's just probably the pop is going to be the what throws it off. 29 is probably going to be $1,000 card. $300, maybe. Maybe you catch someone slipping and they don't realize that it probably is worth more than that because it doesn't sell that often. So you keep your eyes out for cards like that. Victini, Pop, 11. They just don't sell. It says $71. So it's probably worth high hundreds, if not thousands. And maybe you just catch someone not realizing what they're sitting on. This Cobalion looks pretty awesome. Yeah, they just don't sell. 4. Good God. Okay, so this could be a whole nother video talking about black and white era. How low pop this stuff is. It's absolutely crazy. So thanks for jumping in. Please let me know what you guys think below. And it was great just kind of hanging out with you guys today. Peace.